Hello there. Greetings and hello there everyone, it's me, your Star Wars Dad Nooch Too Good. Hey, like and subscribe. We know everybody loves it when you ask for liking and subscribing, so I'm asking to like and subscribe. Little inside joke from last night's Jabba stream. Hey, we started a new Jabba account yesterday. Very exciting, but there's other exciting stuff going on in the game right now, and you're looking at Sortie right there, 50 RT. There is, the Leviathan is coming out, and I want to talk about it a little bit and have a little conversation. But the question I keep getting about stuff like this, and the question that happens when Leviathan comes out, whenever something new comes out, I always get the question, hey, is this going to be free-to-play farmable? And that's not really a direct question, that's really a side-around question. So first I want to talk about, you know, what is free-to-play farmable in the game? What does that mean? What does it mean for you and me if you are free-to-play? If not, you spend a little, spend a lot, whatever. What does it mean for a character, a new character, or a new ship to be free-to-play farmable? And then secondly, what do those Leviathan requirements look like for free-to-play players, or really any player? It'll apply to everybody, but you know, I'm getting the question from free-to-play players. People are worried about their ship shards, their fleet shards, everything else. Let's talk a little bit about that. So let me give you a couple of rules first, a couple of free-to-play rules. And rule number one, every character or ship in the game is or will eventually be free-to-play, farmable. So you can farm every character in the game. You guys have watched me do Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You've watched me do Sith Eternal Emperor. I have farmed Gas. I have farmed the Executor. It's all, at some point in the game, free-to-play farmable. So the question, is this going to be free-to-play farmable? Well, if I was just gonna be a jerk, I would just always say, yes, it's free-to-play farmable. But that leads me to rule number two, which is, rule number two, free-to-play players will not unlock new characters or ships immediately. And this is across the board. This is marquees, and now you'll unlock it at 3 stars. Congratulations. There are a couple of characters like Mara Jade you can do something with at 3 stars. Otherwise, they're not useful at 3 stars. But free-to-play players, or light-to-play, if you're a light dolphin or a minnow or something, you're spending $5-10 a month, you're not going to get those characters right off the bat. When we watch like a marquee event open with somebody like Sortie here, so Sortie was, I have her at 3 stars. I assume it's a her, right? I don't know. I have her at 3 stars, him at 3 stars, whatever. And I guess we shouldn't assume any. Anyway, that's because of the marquee event. I got it free in the marquee event. Now, we have watched Arnold and other content creators all the time. It's about $300 to unlock a character from 3 stars to 7 stars on day one. Every now and then you get lucky, and it only costs you $100, or it might only cost you, you know, $200, whatever, but it's $300. You can count it. If you want the character in day one, it's $300. And you know, that doesn't exactly apply to this Leviathan farm, but a lot of people are going to be farming Sortie here. So let's take a look at the Leviathan farm. It's Leviathan. That's going to be a tough one to say. And if you're enjoying the content, I'm going to ask you again, please like and subscribe. I hope that Todd is watching. For those in the Jabba, I'm sorry, I can't get over. So let me tell you this story. I'm on the Jabba stream. I started the Jabba Nooch 2 Jabba account last night. And this guy pops in the middle, right when I was just saying, hey, please like and subscribe. And he says, just tuned in for the first time, first impression, begging for likes, no thanks. And he leaves, I guess. And we're all just like, what? Like, we're on YouTube, my friend. That's kind of what, I don't generally sit there and beg for it every 2 minutes, but in a 3-hour stream, you're probably going to hear it 2 or 3 times. So anywho, that's the deal. That's what we're making fun of here, or having a little fun with. I can't remember his last name now. It's not important. So let's look real quick. The Leviathan requirements. You've got at Relic 9, you got Darth Malak and Darth Revan. R7, Sith Empire Trooper, Sith Trooper, Darth Maul, HK-47, Bastila Shan, light side Bastila Shan. And on R5, it's Sith Assassin, and right here, Sortie 50 RT right in front of you. Now, of those characters, why are they choosing characters like HK, Bastila Shan, Darth Maul? Why are they choosing these? Now, they're Sith, of course. Well, Bastila Shan's not a Sith, and neither is HK, even though he's in Sith Empire. Neither is 50 RT. They're choosing him because characters don't have them upgraded right now. So that's why they're here. And a lot has been said about these farming requirements. They don't bother me. Every single farm that comes out, every time you get a new capital ship, Galactic Legend basically is what they are. So Leviathan here, whatever our next Galactic Legend will be, whatever the next special character like Starkiller will be or whatever, everybody always screams about the requirements. Guys, it's just going to keep getting more and more and more. Next time it comes out, it'll be 3 R9s. And it'll be three R9s and 2 R8s. It just keeps getting bigger, and 4 journeys just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, fortunately, there's no journeys in here. Oh, and I skipped over the ships. So what are the ship requirements here? We got, oh no, I was gonna have these all pulled up. We got all these Sith ships. I forgot to pull the names up. I'm not gonna do it right now. Anyway, you got the Sith Bomber, the Sith Fighter, you got the Scimitar, you've got the Darth Malgus' ship, you got the TIE, you got the Sith Trooper ship, the Sith Empire Trooper ship, and you also have, oh, now I'm gonna lose, I've lost the whole thing. I've lost the whole thing, the Evenhawk. So you've got these ships that are needed for the farm as well. Now, a couple of things on this, and this is where you start running into bottlenecks. The TIE Dorito, which is the one on the far right, that's a Sith Trooper ship, and the Sith Empire Trooper ship on the far left. That's not the Capital Games version, by the way. I just pulled one off the internet because I don't have it yet. Those are both farmable here recently. In your fleet arena nodes, you got, extra stars farming it. If you wanted to get to 7 stars, you probably had to do that to 200 refresh every day, and I think probably most of you didn't do that. So if you're like me, you probably got it at 5 stars right now. The Evenhawk, a lot of people have, but a lot of people don't. So a lot of people are going to be farming that Evenhawk. Darth Malgus' ship here, and oh man, I'm gonna Google it. Hold on. Google, speak to me. This Darth Malgus ship is the Fury class interceptor, right there in the middle. My good friends, my boys and girls, everybody, that's your bottleneck. These are your bottlenecks. So as a free-to-play player, the reason you're not going to be unlocking the Leviathan on day 1 is because mainly Malgus and the Fury class interceptor. Both of those are Conquest characters. That means you need to have been playing through Conquest for the last year or so to be unlocking them. And maybe even over the last year, these have been available. Darth Malgus is available. The Fury class interceptor has obviously only been here for a couple of conquests now. If you're an early free-to-play player, if you're under 4 million, you obviously do not have these guys unlocked. You're not in Conquest, you're not doing Proving Grounds, which is the other place they're going to be available. Darth Malgus is there now. The Fury class interceptor will be there next time around. So you're not getting these. You're just not getting these for early free-to-play. Now, here's one thing I've been wanting to talk about. When you say is something free-to-play available, there's a huge difference between somebody that's free-to-play and has been playing for 1 or 2 years. I got my MI account that's 29 months old, and someone that's been playing free-to-play for 7 years. Someone that's been free-to-play for 7 years might be unlocking Leviathan on day 1 or close to it. If they were in Proving Grounds, they were probably able to get the red crate, if they worked hard at it, and unlock Darth Malgus, or they could have been getting gold crates along the way or lesser crates and unlocked. I unlocked him free-to-play in a year. It took me a year, but I got him. And then, the TIE, I'm telling you, the Fury class interceptor. For that, if you're free to play and you got like a 7, 8, 9 million account that you've been here forever, you may have unlocked that with red crates as well in Conquest. And then maybe you already had Sortie farmed up. I highly doubt that. I tend to doubt that anybody who's free to play had 50 RT farmed up. Now, this is a character that Capital Games made up. It's not an actual character. It's based on models. It's based on models from KOTOR, but it's not an actual character in KOTOR. So I kind of doubt that anybody really had that farmed up, whether you've been here playing free to play for a month or free to play for 7.5 years. But hey, let me know in comments if you're that person that already had her at 7 stars. Now you just got to get some gear on her. That's fine. Let me know in comments. I'd love to hear about it. The other bottleneck, of course, for any free to play player is, of course, the TIE Dorito and the new TIE that they announced yesterday, the Sith Empire and Sith Troopers. Sith Empire Trooper and Sith Troopers ships, because these have not been available until very recently. So unless a free-to-play player is very deep into the game, had a bunch of crystals saved up and popped those on their fleet shards, battles to be able to unlock these at 7 stars right away, they're probably not going to have those either. So, whenever I get the question, is this new ship or a character or whatever going to be free-to-play farmable, the answer is always yes, it's going to be. No, it won't be on day one. And here's all the bottlenecks. Maybe these bottlenecks can help you as a free-to-play player or a dolphin or a minnow, somebody spending a little bit, understand the bottlenecks in the future and how the game works. You will be able to unlock Leviathan. I right now am going to be passively farming Leviathan on my free-to-play account, which is only 29 months old. I'll be farming in the background. I'll be farming 50 RT stars, but I'm going for Java first. That's my priority. And then I'll probably pivot to Leviathan after that to go along with lots of other stuff I'm farming as well. So we'll be working on that. There's one other thing I wanted to say along the way here, and I had it, and then it left me, and then I started talking about other stuff, and I forgot it. I don't know, guys. Oh, I know what it was. Hey, so a lot of you guys are also concerned. You mentioned this at the beginning. Is Leviathan going to be taking over these fleet arenas? And there's two answers to that as well. Two answers to that as well. If you've been in the game for a long time, or you're somebody that played 5-6 years ago and left, even 3 years ago and left, and now you're coming back to the game to play, you're going to see Leviathans in your fleet chart right away. And the older the fleet chart is, the more Leviathans you're going to see. If you're in a 7-year-old fleet chart, you're probably going to see 5, 6, 10 Leviathans on day one. If you're in a fleet chart that's 3 or 4 years old, you'll probably see 2 or 3 Leviathans on day one. But if you're in a brand new fleet chart, if you just started free to play in the last year, maybe year and a half or two, you're going to be playing with a lot of people that have not been playing Conquest along the way, and you're not really going to be struggling in your fleet chart with Leviathans right off the bat. Most people in there, in your fleet chart that's a year or two old, most people in there are going to be sitting here like I'm right now. This is my account, and which account am I on right? I don't even know which account I'm on right now. I'm at rank 20, so that means I'm probably on my Star Wars Dad. Yeah, this is my free-to-play 29-month-old account. You can see right now it's just mostly executors. Executor. There's 1 profundity, 2 profundities. There's the, there's only 2 profundities at the top of my 29-month-old fleet chart. So that tells me that I'm playing with a lot of players that are probably in a similar position that I am, even though I'm free to play and maybe they paid for it. I might see a couple of Leviathans when it unlocks and with, at the beginning. But I don't think in my free-to-play fleet chart that's 29 months old that I'll be seeing Leviathans for another, 4 to 6 months. People unlocking it the second time through, the third time through. So I still think at the beginning of the game, fleet charts that are brand new or a year old or less, year and a half, it might be a full year before you see more than like 1, maybe 2 maximum Leviathans in that fleet chart. So don't sweat it. Keep farming your executors, keep pressing on, stay calm, carry on, and always remember, Nooch too good.